Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I want to talk about canvases for square and round drills. So this video is going to be about the differences between round and square canvases for diamond painting. But I thought it would be a good idea for people who are new and maybe are just thinking about doing the first diamond painting to let them see the drills. The drills are the little pieces that you stick down to build up a picture, and they normally come in round or square. Now there is a difference between them apart from the shape. The round drills are 2.8mm in diameter and the square drills are 2.5. So square drills are a little bit smaller than round drills. So that's something worth thinking about when you're deciding which type of drill to get for a specific picture, but I'll explain that as I go along. So here we have two canvases of exactly the same picture. They are exactly the same size and they're both from the same company. The reason I wanted to do it is I want to show the difference when they're completed. So I will be doing a future video where you will see them side by side and they will be done, but I thought I would start off with the canvases. So just looking at them, you can see there is a difference. Things like this orange patch here, it's just a lot of orange on this one, whereas this one there's more of a gradient of colour. Now this is the square canvas, that's what the SQ stands for, and RD round. So as I said, the drills are different sizes, but the canvases are exactly the same size, so they're both 20 by 20. What that means is you have less round drills and more square drills. Because the drills are smaller, you get more in the picture. The other thing is the square drills, there are 25 colours, and the round drills there are only 22. So you have 3 colours more to play with in this, so that can help with blending colours, and it can make quite a difference. So I actually counted the squares along the bottom to see how many drills actually fit. So the round drills is 71 drills across, and obviously it's square, so 71 drills up, and that comes to 5,041 drills in this picture. The square is 80 drills by 80 drills, which is 6,400. So you have just under 1,400 more drills on this. So the more dots you have in a picture, the better the resolution, if you want to think of it like that, like a television screen. The more dots you've got, the clearer the picture is. You have more colours, so that can help with the blending of colours. And this is a good example here, where this section here is just going to be solid orange, whereas on this there's orange, yellow and pink. So it's a bit different. If you look at the eye, again, these haven't been done, so the difference will be more obvious when they're finished, but there's more detail. The eye looks clearer than this one. Again, we've got this section here where it's just mainly orange, whereas this one we have pink, yellow and orange. So the colour will there'll be a gradient, a better gradient. So that was really what I wanted to show, that the canvases, even though it's the same picture, the same size, they are not the same. Now it comes down to what you want out of the picture. Is it a picture that has a lot of detail and you want a lot of detail in it? If you want detail, go for square. They're a bit smaller and you will get a better blend of colours with the squares. If you don't really mind Like these ones, it's a multicolored cat, so I really don't think it's going to make a huge difference because it's not like a real picture. But it will be noticeable. Some people may prefer the more solid chunks of colour on this one. Some people may prefer the blending on this one, and it comes down to personal choice. The other thing that I wanted to mention is it also makes a difference where you order from, how well they have rendered the picture. What I did was, these both came from Home Craftology, so this is a direct comparison from the same company, same size. I tried to find a 20 by 20 from another company exactly the same. I couldn't. The closest I could find was a 30 by 30, so I got that, and this is the 30 by 30. Now this is bigger, so you would think, okay, that's even bigger, I should get more detail. The difference is this one only has 15 colours, this one has 22. So you don't get the blending that you're going to get even in this one compared to this. And if you go for the square, it has even more colour, it's going to be an even bigger difference. But I think you can see the difference here. It's a lot more blocky. The whiskers are just solid thick lines. 2.8 millimeter. This is round, so you can't get a line any thinner than 2.8 millimeters. So when you go for the smaller sizes, you lose a lot of detail. So if you're going for a smaller size and you're still trying to keep the detail, you probably are better going for a square, because you get more drills in that area. So it's just that when I started, I read up a lot, I watched YouTube videos before I did anything. I'm really glad that I did it. And the picture that I was wanting to get was pretty detailed, and I wanted it to look good to put up on the wall. So I kept hearing that the bigger they are, the better, and if you want detail, go for square. But I just wanted to show that sometimes, even though you go bigger, it's not necessarily better, and that is because of the number of colours. There are only 15 colours on this one, and you can see what difference that makes. This is round to round. If this had the same number of colours as this one, it would look better because it has more dots. But because it only has 15 colours, it doesn't. But again, some people may prefer this, like solid chunks of colour. It can work very well. Some people may prefer it. So the plan is to complete all three and come back, put them on the table and let people have a look and see which one people prefer. So that's it, pretty short one today, but I just wanted to put something out there for people who are maybe just thinking about taking up diamond painting and they're not really sure what the difference is between square and round. All I was really talking about today was the canvases. I just wanted to show that if you get exactly the same picture, the same size, and you get a round canvas and a square canvas, they're going to be different. They're not going to be the same. And the square has more colour, it has more drills on the canvas, so it will give you a sharper picture. It also allows, because it has more colour, it allows for better gradients between colours. It might not be like these sort of ones where it's animals that are coloured, they can still look really good, just pretty much solid blocks of colour. I did one a long time ago now of a dog, and it looks really good. I really like it, and it's just that style. Now as you go bigger, it becomes less obvious. Like this one up here, that is round drills. It looks absolutely fine. It's when you go for the small ones, and that's what I was thinking about. These are only 20 by 20. They're a small size, a good size I would say for a beginner, where you can practice. It doesn't take too long to do the picture, whereas these ones, like this one here, has 90 colours in it. That took a long time. If you're new, probably not a good idea to jump into something like that. It is a lot of work. Whereas if you do the small ones, you get used to picking up the drills and just the whole diamond painting experience. It's nice and short and pretty easy. Once you've done one, you might think, right, well, I quite like this, I'll maybe try another one this size, or I'll maybe try one a little bit bigger. It's really up to you how you do it, but it was just a thought for beginners who are thinking round or square. I don't know. The benefit of the square is you have more dots on the page or on the canvas, which will give you a better looking picture if you're looking for detail. The round ones are faster to put down because they're round. You don't have to try and line them up, whereas the square ones, they've got the straight edges, but I'm going to do a separate video about all of that stuff. So the plan is I'm going to complete these and I'm going to come back and put them down on the table. We can have a look at them. We can better see the differences than when you look at the canvases. You don't get a really good idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished. They always look better once they're complete because the drills are on them. The drills are brighter colours than the canvas. The drills sparkle, so they look totally different once they're finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete all three and we can have a look at them, and people can let me know which one they would have chosen out of the three. So that's it. If you enjoyed the video and you want to follow what's happening with the kittens, please subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you may catch me live on YouTube. I do random YouTube lives when I have time. People drop in, we have a chat. Recently we've been talking about the weather. It's quite interesting comparing the weather in Copenhagen just now to the weather in Canada to the weather in Australia. We all have different problems. Some places it's too hot, some places it's too cold, and some places it's too wet. So that's just one of the things. Another one that pops up quite a lot is food. We tend to talk about different foods around the world, which is quite interesting as well. But the lives are purely just a chance to sit back, relax, and people can see what I'm working on as I'm doing it, and we can just talk about anything. So as I said, if you're interested in that, please subscribe, hit the notification button, and you will get a little message when I go live. Apart from that, if you want to see more about diamond painting, accessories, unboxings, unbaggings, pens, whatever, please subscribe. I like to mix things up. I've got some new things coming up very soon. New for me anyway, subjects that I haven't touched on yet. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.